Hey everyone, sorry about the delay. Connection issues as always, but that's my fault. So I have Evelyn backstage. Her and Corey are gonna come up, and usually when I have a guest, I don't do roll call because I don't want to keep them waiting. It's rude. So hi everybody, thanks for being here. I'm going to start the show, and then we'll have Evelyn and Corey. So here's the intro.
Teeny, teeny, tiny shots.
Got you. Nope, not that one. Sorry, I had to. Uh, here we Evelyn, you're muted. Hey.
Hi, John. Hi, everybody. Oh, I'm muted. Am I? Can you hear me?
No, no, you're good now. You're good now.
Oh, okay. Hi, how are you doing?
How are you doing?
I'm good. Just have a little bit of a flu, as I told you, because we planned this for last week. But I think that after being so busy with the holidays, my immune system went down, and I just like got the flu. That's what I think.
Well, you're a hard worker. Lord knows that. Uh,
Thank you.
so
So yeah.
t- tell me what's going on in your life, sweetheart. It's been a
Well,
minute.
it's been so long, honestly. We haven't spoken, not even privately. We haven't spoken in forever because we used to. But I guess we've both been so busy. Well, first thing, Corey cannot join.
Well,
He
you
was
have
trying
good
on it.
reasons to be busy. I don't. So I applaud your busyness. My reasons for being busy are just not even what we're talking about. So what's going on?
Oh no, it's cutting. It's
No, I
cutting.
got
Can you
you.
hear me
I
now?
got you. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Corey's not gonna be joining us because he has a friend over from the States and he was supposed to come earlier, but I guess it took longer and he cannot make it. Like he's still waiting for this friend. So I'm sorry about
Okay.
that. But
No,
good
it's
thing is
fine.
he has a friend coming.
You have someone. You have distraction now. So that's.
Right. Yeah, so we've been just working a lot. I've been working on so like as you know, we opened a new business and that's been open for a year now. And we are about to launch vacation programs for people to come here because we have like hotel rooms now. So it's exciting. A lot of work.
Wait. So okay. So your bar, So just to remind everybody, what happened and why did you have to rebuild the bar?
Well, it's two different businesses. Like the one that was shown in the show was something that I started before, and then Corey came, he joined in. But during the COVID time, we got these people that purchased a line behind it, and then they were taking the front of it as well, where the comuna is called, like our little government, giving us these properties. But then they just wanted my specific area, which is weird. Everybody else could stay, but not me. But they turn out to do everything to remove us. And I mean, I didn't want to get into more trouble because that was 2 years of fighting. And then they move us like farther away down the road and turn down everything we had in there. So we rebuilt. Thank God there was the resources to rebuild again. And that's the business that we have in Ingabao. But then that business, since it was time to rebuild again, that was during the time when Corey and I were broken off because like we
Girl,
broke
you're
off
giving
during
motion
COVID.
sickness. Are you holding your phone?
Yes,
are you?
yes.
Are you? I feel, and there's
You
like
want me to
water
put it
behind you. I
somewhere?
feel like I'm on a boat.
I'm so sorry.
I feel bad that you have to
How
hold
do
your
I make
phone.
that better?
I mean, you are giving us like the
No,
beach
it's okay.
vibe right
What
now.
happened? It's because we are in one of our hotel rooms. So like I'm sorry about that because right now we're remodeling our apartment, so we're staying in one of our hotel rooms. So I'm like I don't have anything more than a backpack right now. It's like I'm traveling.
Okay, so you rebuilt from scratch, which is like
Yes.
a very big undertaking.
Yeah, but that was during the times that Corey and I were separated. Like during 2020. like the beginning of that. So I started building this one myself. So that's like fully my investment, the one we have in Engabao. That one has 2 years now. But then a year after, we got married and all that. So we decided to open this business that we have right now together. So like it's a fully 50-50 investment. So now we have like hotel rooms and restaurant and bar and all that.
This is news to me. This is crazy. Okay, so not only did you, I don't want to say you lost everything, but you kind of did, right? Because they took
Yeah.
down, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
no, I did.
so
I did. I did, but I mean, at the time, it was very cloudy times for me because I was like, I don't understand these people. Like, I do everything for tourism. And like, I'm not doing anything bad to anybody. And like, why were they so just like focus on me, like they just wanted to remove me. But I guess that when you're from a small town or like areas where you know the people, if you're progressing in life, they hate it and then they just try to destroy whatever you're doing. And that's what they did to me, but it turns out I just make something even better than before. So it always
I,
works
I
in my
would,
favor.
I would say so, man. Like, okay, so you rebuilt the new bar on the
Yeah.
beach, and is that still in Engabao?
Yes, that one is in Engabao. So Engabao has
Pardon my gringo accent. Go ahead.
No, it's perfect how you said it. Engabao has two areas. So there's like Engabao and Puerto Engabao. So we live in Puerto Engabao. And Engabao is like the big area, if that makes sense. So we have a business in Engabao and in Puerto.
How
And
long
yeah,
did it take you to rebuild the new bar now?
a
Like
full
how long
year.
did
That was a full year. And for the new one, we have another full year. And I do everything when it comes to like planning, the measurements, the building, the decoration, all of that. It's like my job. So it's a lot of like it's very stressful, but I'm very happy with the results.
so you're the bartender, the waitress, the hostess, the owner. Like how many hats do you wear over? Are you also
Corey
concierge?
helps me too with like serving and stuff. But for now, I'm not bartending no more. Like I'm more like on the behind the scenes because I'm really dealing with like publicity and stuff like that. Like that's where I focus more, like answering messages and all that. And this new website that we're gonna launch has been a lot of work too. I didn't know it was so hard to build a website. It's like so many things to put in there and all that. It's complicated.
Girl,
So
you're
that's been
talking
our
to
job
somebody
now.
who's a barely like I've been doing this stuff for like years now, and I could still barely figure out how to work YouTube. So like I
Yeah, like I thought it was so easy. Like I thought like, oh, I'm in time. I'm just gonna click the link and I'm right there. And then I'm like, oh my God, it's asking me all these things. Like, are you a robot or not? And I'm like, why? Like, let me just enter the chat. But yeah,
there's a
technology.
website. You have to send that to me so I could share it with everybody.
Yes, we will launch it soon. It's still getting done.
So you rebuilt the. So what made you get into like the hotel game?
Well, I've been working in tourism for so long. Like it's always what I really love meeting people and like taking them throughout my town and just having a good experience here because I think where I live is so beautiful and nothing makes me happier than share it with the rest of the people. But I mean, the thing is that I guess when people get money, because a lot of people, and it still bothers me, like when I post about what we're doing, they're always like, oh, you wouldn't have nothing without Corey and stuff like that. It's like, no, this is our 50-50 investment. I was also on the show, I was also paid. Like, it's the money we made through that to help us, thank God, like do these things a reality. And I figured, like, what else are you gonna do with your money? If you have your money, you have to invest it, and better to invest it in something that you like and something that you know you're good at. So that's what I did. You know.
No, I'm so happy for you because and I have to say like Evelyn's one of the hardest working cast members I've ever encountered on 90 Day, and Evelyn and Corey are like a rare couple in my books because it's not often that I like both sets. That I like the husband and the wife. Like that never happens with me. And I've always been cheering for you and Corey. But okay, so you rebuilt the bar and it's thriving. Yeah.
It is. It is. Thank God it is. Yes.
Okay, that's great. Is like I'm still confused. How did you get from the bar to like opening up a hotel? Like I like what? Where was like the thought process there? And like, how did is like the hotel like right like adjacent to the bar? Like off the sand a
Yes.
little bit.
Yes. On the new one, so we have it's very small right now. It's like a boutique hotel. Just only 3 rooms. They're very nice, and we got a pool and a jacuzzi and a beachfront bar and a beachfront restaurant. So what it gets more tourism is the beachfront bar and restaurant. At the hotel, we can only guest right now 8 people, so it's more like exclusive, and that's what we're seeing. Like how it goes, starting little and then growing. Yeah, that's the point. We do have people coming around asking if we need partners, but I told Corey before accepting a partnership, first we need to like really know how that works, so we don't
Yeah.
like get full covered. I mean, I don't know if I can say that word. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. No, you're good. I wouldn't sign anything until like I knew like what I was getting myself into. And
Exactly.
you have
Exactly.
like a great head for business and for pretty much everything else. I had no idea. So you're in one of your hotel rooms right now.
Yes, yes. I mean,
So let me see it.
this is like the bed. I'm so sorry, it's a little messy because, like I told you,
No, it's
like we
okay.
Oh, let me show you. Right now, we're living out of a suitcase. So here's my cat.
Aw, where's your dog? Where's the Siberian Husky?
He is outside on a walk, but here is like it's beachfront. So let me just show you.
Yeah, I want to see it. Yeah.
Just say all the lights are off right now. So I don't know how can I show you that, but
So is
like
that right? That's the beach right there, and the
yes, the
water.
beach. The beach is right in front. Yeah, but I cannot because right now the pool guy came to do all the treatments for the pool, so all the lights are off over there. We don't have guests here tonight. Most of our guests come here every weekend. But look, I love it. It's like high ceilings, so it's very open. This room.
And you
So
got a good TV
so
there.
far.
I see in the corner there. That looks like a pretty. That's a
My bathroom. Sorry, it's like messy. Like all my
no.
makeup
It's
stuff.
fine.
Yeah, here we are. So yeah, and I love yellow lights. That's why it's like yellow lights here. But yeah, this is the room we were staying at, living out of a suitcase because we are rebuilding our apartment.
So this is where you guys are staying now.
Yes, we're staying at the hotel right now, which is very comfortable, but at the same time, you miss your space. Like we're like traveling right now with a suitcase, each of us, and everything else is boxed out until we go to the apartment.
I mean, I'm like so excited for you. Like this is like so exciting. I don't know. Um, it's really nice room. Like Lord knows I've stayed in my plethora of horrible rooms. That looks like the Four Seasons compared to any place I've ever stayed in.
Oh my God, you're so sweet. No, but like
I,
whenever you want to visit, like for sure, we
how
can
hard
totally
how
host
hard is
you.
it to come to Ecuador? Like if I wanted to come, like and get a ticket, do I need a visa or like do I
No,
or
it's super easy. All you need is a passport. I believe you have one. Do you?
no? But I've never had a passport. I've never
Oh
gone
my God,
anywhere. I've
get a
never
passport.
I know I it's
World is
I
beautiful. Like even if you don't come to Ecuador, like you have to go outside the states and just see what else is out there.
well I did go to Canada once and that was fun for like the weekend that I was there in Niagara Falls. No, I trust me. I
Cool.
have a background in history. I can't believe I've never gone anywhere. It's just
Well,
that.
this is super easy, especially from New York. We got direct flights to where we live. So it's an hour. So like you have a direct flight that takes like 4.5 hours from New York to Guayaquil, which is the main city, and then it's hour and 30 minutes a drive to come here, which is
That's
it's
not so
super
bad.
easy. Yeah, we do this drive all the time, and we have drivers that can pick up the people in the city, and then come here, and you're at the beach just like that. So that's why we're working on vacation packages where people just buy the ticket and then we take care of them since they arrive until they leave.
Well, how do you take care of them?
Well, we're gonna do like all inclusive kind of things, like
So, like, it's
you know.
like a package, like almost like a cruise ship type of
Yes.
thing.
Yeah, so
Okay.
like all food, all drinks included, like surf lessons, cocktail classes. We want to do like a 90-day tour, kind of like taking them around to places that, we have done stuff, or like what Corey ate, the infamous bowls full soup, like things like that, if they want to see.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. I forgot when he ate the ball soup, man. Um, People are asking me if do you and Corey still do the OnlyFans?
Yeah and no. Like honestly, I'm so thankful for OnlyFans because the show does pay money, but most of my investment that I did in here was through OnlyFans. Like to me, it was so good to be in that platform when I got in. But I will say I haven't done content for OnlyFans in months and months and months, and it's just so hard because the people want to talk to you, and like I'm busy all the time, and it's like, and I feel also like after, and I just opened up about this the other day on my Insta, and I went to see like a plastic surgeon to like find out like okay how I can make things better. I feel like this year I started getting very hard on myself. Like so when I take pictures, like I'm very like I started to get it like self conscious, so I didn't feel like taking more pictures for like content or stuff. So I've been kind of off that and
Yeah, but
better.
Evelyn, I remember this for years, but you've always been a natural beauty, and people have always given you like crap, like,
Yeah, yeah. I don't know
and
why. They're just very horrible.
you never needed any type of plastic surgery that I could think of. Like, there are some people on
No,
the show that could definitely use it, and being on the show that you've probably had a lot of offers from like plastic surgeons, right? That will do
no.
it for free. If you Can you talk about that at all?
I cannot take that for free. Like, no way, no way. And I seen results from people there that looks pretty scary. So no, no, thank you. But I mean, it's just I'm okay with like whatever people want to do in their faces or everything. It bothers me that they call me botch. Like it just bothers me
But
because
how could you be botched? Like, A, you're a natural beauty. Like, you haven't had any work done. So how are you
no.
botched? I don't understand
They,
it.
they say my lips. They always say that my lips are botched. But I went to the doctor and he say like, no, your top lip is bigger than your lower lip. That's why maybe people can make this assumption. But like I
But
have
don't
put fillers and I
people
haven't put it correctly, kind of thing. But I haven't.
But don't people get the fillers so they're bigger in their lips? Like, I don't
Yes,
understand.
that's what they say is botched because one is bigger than the other. But that's just how they naturally are.
I don't think anyone's lips are perfectly symmetrical. Like, I know mine aren't.
I know, I know. I don't even know. Like now that I have more time to think, I don't even know why it bothered me so much. But I guess it's I've been in that show. Like we started filming in 2018, so it's been a good 5 years of receiving this kind of comments. Yeah, it
Six
bothers me.
years. I was gonna say to Corey, that I couldn't believe that almost 5 years ago to the day, I had my first live with Corey, I think before your season even started. I was talking to Corey, and you and Corey, like, before your season started. And I remember the first time you messaged me, and you're
Yeah,
like, "Oh my god, I'm such a big fan." I'm like, "You're a fan of me?"
still in. I still in. You know that. I'm
I
very
love you,
honest. I try to
Evelyn.
be very honest. I always appreciate your work. I always like it very much, and I always feel very respected by you. You always confirm first before like passing any information, and yeah, I love it. Everything you do. I still follow. I'm always gonna follow, and yeah, I love it. I
Well,
love you. You know that.
and I love you, and I'll always love you and Corey, and thank you, because I really needed that. That made me feel really good inside. Um, yeah, like, I talked to Corey before. I talked to you, and like I was blown away, and uh, I can't believe it's like 6 years now that.
Yes, it's been a long time, and we just celebrated 10 years together, which is insane also because we were together before the show. And It's a lifetime. I'm like, how can we have been together for 10 years? It's insane. It's very crazy.
And Lord knows, like, when you were on the show, you had your shit. Like, I don't even want to mention names, Hora. But it's like, you certainly
Right.
got attacked for being and like a kind person. And I just felt bad for you all, like, because you always got like the raw end of the deal. Like, no matter like how good you were or how much you put yourself out there, it kind of always backfired. Like,
Yeah.
and
That's why
you
I was
took it.
afraid. Yeah. I was afraid to like meet other cast members after that because it's like, oh my God, like they are when I guess that when we feel tell-alls, you can tell like who is real, who is not. And there's a lot of people that are gonna smile and be one way when they're on camera, but as soon as those cameras turn off, like they are such a shitty people. It's heartbreaking because like when you see them on TV, you also like follow their stories and like you also like them or something. And when you see that they are not the way you thought they were, and it's like, oh, that sucks.
Um, Wait, I have to rewind on that question. A lot of people are asking me. I don't, I don't want to. I don't want to get into all that stuff, because unless you want to, I don't think you do though. I think you've moved past, like the whole stuff with Laura, like and all
Oh
that.
yeah.
Like
Oh, that's so long ago. Like I have no idea where she's at in life or anything. I mean, I hope she's doing
probably
good.
like in Antarctica somewhere, like where in
Burning more
small.
bridges, I assume.
But
Yeah.
Lord, and then there was like, never mind. We're not going to go through that. I've people ask me tons of questions. What's going on with Corey's citizenship? Is he like a citizen of like Ecuador now? Like,
Yes. No, he's not a citizen yet, but he got his residency. So in one more year, he can apply for citizenship here. So that's where he's at. Right now, he can leave Ecuador for 3 months each year, I believe, and then he's free to go and be an Ecuadorian. He can go out back and forth as much as he wants to.
but Corey's been like with you pretty much the whole time down in Ecuador. There's never been like a time where he's like been like here in the States where like for a long extended period of time, right?
No, like the beginning of a relationship, he will stay 9 months there or like 6 months there and come back here three, leave another three, come back again another three. So that's how it was.
Um, Also, can you come here? Like, can you come here? Like, I know, I didn't you live here for like 6 weeks or something like that, like before your season started or something like that?
Yeah, I was in the States twice before the show started. I was there during 2017, and then I was there in 2018. That is when we got casted for the show. And I am applying right now. We started applying in 2021 for my visa, for my green card, and it's supposed to almost be done. Like, I'm honestly just waiting for a date now for an interview because all the other process has been done, and hopefully I'll get it and you'll see me there and I'll go visit you wherever
Do
you
you
are
want? Do
in
you
the
like?
States.
Do you want to come here? Like, it's like you have a now. Like you're building a business from the ground, pretty much.
Yeah, I
Actually,
mean,
from the sand.
it's yeah, it's very complicated because they don't let me go visit. That's so weird. Like if you as a married person you go and try to take a tourist visa, they think that you just want to have a tourist visa to like go there and stay. But no, it's like I want to have the ability to go whenever I want to go and come back whenever I want to go. It'll be nice, kind of like if you're in the States, if you want to move to another state, like you can just go. But here it's
Right.
like this whole process. So if for any reason we want to move over there, let's say Corey's mom is sick, for example, and he needs to take care of her. It's like I cannot go visit or I cannot just go back and forth as I will please. So for that, I'm doing the process so I can go to the States. I have to be there 6 months each year for 3 years. And the rest of the time I can be here in Ecuador. And after that, I can apply for citizenship and I will have not to worry anymore with this visa situation because it's so annoying, very annoying.
I could imagine because you guys. How long have you been married now? Like officially to Corey?
Officially, well, legally married since 2019. It's been 5 years.
And that's crazy that you still like can't, you know.
Yeah,
You have to go.
well,
You have to jump through all those hoops.
yes, he only starts counting once you start the process. And as you knew, like I never wanted to go to the States. So it's like my process wasn't started until 2021. And yeah,
Um. Okay. I'm not a. Are you still getting like the hate that you used to get? Like, or is that still a thing?
I still get some nasty messages, but not as often as before. Feel like some people are not gonna understand whether, like, no matter how many times I explain, they're not gonna understand. Like,
Well, what kind of
Corey will.
nasty messages do you get? Because if you want, I'll beat them up for you. You know I will. So, like,
Oh, I know.
what kind of what are people still saying to you? Like now, like that, like you've been on. Well, you're not on the show currently, but you've been on. For 6 years now. You've been a part of the 90 Day Fiance, like
Yeah. Yeah.
dynasty. Like, what are people still saying to you now? Like,
I guess just always like how Corey is too good for me and how I'm like a gold digger and like all those things. And it's like, what goal? Like he was a server. It's not like he had anything. Like I didn't just like marry Jeff Bezos or something. It's like
you
whatever.
you that's what and that's why I love you so much because you're like what am I doing wrong here? Like it's and it's crazy. These 98 diehards are just diehards, and like I haven't even watched a show in a year to be honest with you.
Me neither. Me neither. And Corey
There
loves
you
it.
go. I want to
Yeah,
give you a
Corey
virtual high
loves.
five on that one.
Yay.
Uh,
No, but Corey loves it and he's always pushing like, oh, let's watch this new season. Let's watch this other season. But I don't feel like I want to know any of the stories that happen.
I
There's a guy from
I
Ecuador now. I was curious to see that one, but I haven't had the
who's in
time to.
Ecuador? Is there a new
There's a
cast
guy
member in
from
Ecuador?
Yeah, there's a guy from Ecuador now that I know. So I'm curious about that story, but I haven't had the time yet to like see it.
See, I don't even know. I stopped following people from the show, like all of these new cast members, because I felt, and like I've been saying this for a long time now, that 90 Day is so different than what it used
Yeah.
to be.
I feel like new cast members are very cocky. Like they think they're so good or something like that. Like I don't understand. Like you're just on a TV show. Like it's not like you're curing cancer or something. Like.
Yeah, and maybe I don't want to get you in trouble with the show or anything, but I find that everyone that's cast on the show now is like either like an actor or a rapper or a boxer or a juggler. It's just somebody who wants to like promote their brand, and then when they get on the show, they're on the show and then they break up. Like look at Gino and Jasmine. Like Gino and Jasmine, Evelyn.
Yes, I do know because Gino reached out to us when he first started, and I was like, "Oh my God, I love it! Like that's so cool." And yeah, like back when his show was just about to start, he reached out to like say hi and all that, and get some advice on things, and we were like super happy to talk to him. I think we even like video called or something, but with him, never with Jasmine. Jasmine never followed me, never say anything, so I wasn't gonna like engage either. Like I'm telling you, they're also cocky now.
They are because and like I don't know if you know this, but I did a live with Gino. Gino liked to buy ladies on the internet, and
I
I,
saw
I did
that
a
in
lot.
the series. I haven't seen their last, but I did saw their beginnings. I saw those shows.
And Jasmine was a woman that Gino purchased on the internet, and then for like what I don't know how many seasons we've been stuck with them, but like they're trying to prove this love story is true. Meanwhile, like I guess the second she gets here, and again I don't watch the show anymore because I can't. But now they're separated. Now he's going to a single life, and she's going to be on like pillow talk, and I I just feel like anybody who's going on this show now is using it as a stepping stone to promote
Yeah, to
and
promote
like
something.
right and real love stories like you and Corey or Danielle and Muhammad, like the Oat Pal and Russ. It's just not the same anymore, and like, I feel like they're shoving all these people in our faces that break up as soon as the season ends, and then like they all they get their plastic surgery, like you and Evelyn, please. You're such a natural beauty. Like, look at Jasmine and how she looked before the show started, and now look at her now.
It's a whole different person. Yeah, I seen the little clips on Insta. She looks very
They're two
different.
different people.
Yeah, she looks very different. But I mean, whatever makes her happy, right? I don't know.
And that's why I'm like, I'm so done with this show. I just don't feel like there's anything authentic anymore about it. Like, it's been a minute since you've been on the show, right? Like, you were on like season one of The Other Way, and then what, season
Yeah.
three?
Yeah, we were like one, three, and a couple things. And we've been filming kind of a lot, I think, at least for me. But I don't know. Like, there's been some talks about us filming again when I go to the States. But because like we always are giving updates when we're asked, like, hey, is this something new? So we're telling them. But I just think that as the show goes on, the stories are escalating more and more. I don't know if you've seen, like, since like crazier. The people are getting crazier and crazier. And I don't know, they like filming people in the bathrooms. I've been seeing that a lot. Like, have you seen like people in the showers or like people like girls in their lingerie? I'm like, are you promoting your OnlyFans or what's happening here? Like, have you seen? It's more like I don't know, like, and I'm like, I don't know, like,
No, I've
get in the
seen it.
water,
That's
like,
why I
get
don't
out of
watch
my bathroom.
anymore.
Yeah, it's
I,
like, and I feel like people are willing to do whatever it takes to make like the drama and the scene. And with me, it's more like they really gotta push me into things. Like I there's things that I will now knowing how the show is. Like I will, like I'm not gonna go along with certain things. But I feel like people to be in the show because they love to be on TV. Because I know I have talked to other cast members who like get desperate. Like I talked to producers that became friends, and they have these cast members just reaching out to them all the time because they cannot live without being on TV. That's all they do because they took that money, they spend it on like expensive stuff or whatever,
but
and now they
Evelyn,
don't have it.
it's not that much money, right? Like,
It's not that much money, especially well for me. It can go longer ways because I'm in Ecuador, but there, I mean, it's not much money,
can you
especially like
say how much they were paying you,
I
like per
think I can
episode?
say. I think I can say now because I'm under contract for more than a year now. So like
So, what were they? Okay, okay, good. All right, girl, give me the tea now. What were they? What were they paying you per episode to be on the show?
when we first entered, we were getting paid $1,000 a month. So that was not like a lot of money, but for me it was great because we were in the show. And since I was in Ecuador, I was getting paid in Ecuador. So that was
Well,
that was
thousand
great.
dollars will go further in Ecuador than here, right?
Yes, yes. So we
Okay.
were $1,000 for me and 1,000 for Corey. And then as you escalate in the show, you get better payments. So our better payment in our last season was 2,500 per episode, which was great. And but
So
I have
2,500
heard
for you, and then 20. So 5,000 as a
yes,
couple.
yes per
Okay.
episode. So that was
But
that
if you
was
weren't on an
good.
episode, so figure
You don't get
so
paid.
98. So if there's like 12 episodes, and if you're on 6 episodes, you'll only get paid for like the episodes that you're shown on, not the episodes
Exactly.
that you're not.
No, just for your episodes. So, you film so much and then they only use whatever they want to use because it makes sense to the story, right? But I have heard of people that get paid like so much more. I heard the people on the Pillow Talks, for example, get like 5K per episode per person. And then like there's other cast members say like there's cast members that you don't see there because they demand more than 10, 15K per episode, which I think that the show being so big can definitely pay those amounts, but they don't want to. So I think that's why they're always like getting new couples also. It's just because you don't have to pay them that much.
Right.
So
Thank you
yeah.
for being so forthcoming with that, because no, a lot of people don't, and I've been saying this. I've been around for a long time for 90 Day. Like, I'm the OG blogger, right? And I remember, like, Ricky telling me that he got paid 500 an episode when
Yeah.
he was on before the 90 days. So did Paul. I remember what Angela told me she was making and then Ashley. Remember blonde Ashley? Remember her?
Oh yeah, she was hanging out with Corey that time. I remember.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah, they were hanging out in LA once. When Corey and I broke up, he was just doing all kinds of
That's
shit.
not when, like, the whole Larissa thing happened, right?
During that time, yeah, he like visited Paris
Oh my
first and
God.
then went to LA. Like he loves all that. Like, there were like cast members there, and I think there were more people too. And I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, Evelyn hasn't had it easy. I remember, like, I've been with Evelyn the whole time. Because there was a time when, and I love Corey, and we're not, but Corey, there's the whole thing with Corey and Larissa, like, they went, like, they hung out for like one night, and like everyone thought they were dating, and
Well, yeah, she
uh,
posted that picture saying something about new couple or whatever. Like, what the fuck?
um, so. I remember Ashley telling me at one point they were giving her like 7,500 an episode just to be unhappily, and that was 5 years ago maybe. Um, and
I think
TLC.
I'm confused. Ashley, not okay. I'm confused. There was a blonde one, but I think you're talking Ashley, the one that was with the guy from Jamaica.
Yes, that Ashley.
No, not her. No, I was talking
Okay,
about the
I
other
didn't I
blonde
didn't
one. It
think
was with a
so
guy from
because I don't
Spain.
guy from Spain. Oh, Courtney.
Corny. I don't know why I put her name as Ashley.
Well, they're both blonde, and they were both like in that
Ashley
time
sounds
frame.
like a
Yeah,
blonde
Courtney
name.
was with Oh my God, what's his name? He's like the underwear model. Courtney and what was his name?
Jay. And the other one I don't remember.
It's gonna drive me. Amelia? No. Courtney. What was Courtney's boyfriend's name? Guys in the chat, help me out. Courtney Armando?
Yeah,
Nope, that's not right. Um,
I do not remember.
it's gonna bug me until I remember. Courtney and she was in.
Maya.
She was like in his room with the air conditioning that wasn't working, and she was like sweating to death. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, that was a good. I used to watch the seasons during that time.
So yeah, they were. I had to move on because it's really bothering me. Hold on, I have to Google this now because it's driving me crazy. Courtney.
Of course.
Just text her. You have her number.
Courtney 90 day. Hold on. I should just text her. Hold on.
What was the guy that you were with? And it's like bringing back the ex memories.
Come on, guys.
Antonio.
Antonio. That's it.
Antonio.
Antonio.
Well, you say Armando, kind of goes
I
around.
said Armando. I was close enough.
But Antonio.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that Courtney hung out with him too.
Yeah, I don't even know what they were doing, but whatever.
um. mm, it just you really been through a lot. Being on the show, and have you? Hmm, you haven't watched a show. What do you think of like? mm, I'm trying to like dance around like questions here
You can be
because
straightforward with me. Like, ask. If I can answer, I'll
okay,
answer.
so like when you're on the show, like who did you hate?
As a cast member,
Uh huh.
my fellow cast members,
Uh
do I hate? Well, I don't hate nobody, but I can tell you like the people that were.
Okay, hate's a strong
Um,
word. Like, who did you like not like? I'll say. I'll rephrase.
hmm. Well, definitely the Larissa. We have our issues because she did all that.
Like, no, yeah.
But
And
so
Laura, you can put
weird.
up there.
Laura, I mean, but that's all on her for being crazy. Like I
And
don't
you
know
took her
what
in.
I did. Yeah, like whatever with her. Then I mean, there's other people that have been very nasty with me on
Oh,
tell-alls.
Tell
No,
me.
I cannot. No, they had such a
You
big
just said ask
family.
you anything. I'm asking you.
Yeah, but then I cannot answer that part. Like you're welcome to ask me, but that one is kind of these people like I don't even know. Like I don't need to get that from them.
No, it's
But
okay. No, I don't. I don't want you. I don't want any like bad juju coming your way. All right. So, are you close with anybody still from the show?
um, close. They're just so hard to trust. I feel like so you go with them through the same kind of experiences, so you get this connection with all these 90-day people. But at the same time, it's like, how do I know I can trust you when they are cutthroat? Everybody there is just trying to get a season, so they don't care who they throw under the bus. But Ariela was visiting here, like
Who?
Ariela from the
Oh,
girl that
Ari
was
and
here.
Benny.
Yeah, she was visiting here in December. She stayed here for like 1 or 2 weeks. I don't remember right now, but we have another
Was
cast
Benny
member coming here to visit next week. And yeah,
was Benny with her?
no, it was just Ariela. She took time for her, I guess, like being a mother, and it's just hard. She needed a break, and we offered because we have accommodations. So it's like, come stay with us, it's fine. And she did, and it was good.
So Ariella came to see. How long ago was that?
That was like 7 months ago, something like that. She spent
So
Christmas
she.
with us, with me and my family. But it's
Huh.
because I didn't know she doesn't celebrate Christmas. I guess
Well, no, I know
she
she's
is
Jewish.
Jewish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know because like it's more like I don't really see that in Ecuador, so I didn't understand that there were people that didn't
Right.
celebrate Christmas besides Jehovah Witness because we have a lot of Jehovah Witness around, so I know they don't celebrate it. But then she's like, I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't know. So I invited her to hang out with my family and my friends. So she was here during Christmas.
Without Benny.
Binion was in the States. But yeah, I mean, I try to like listen as much as people can tell me, but I'm not gonna like try to find out what's happening.
No. Like it's nice that people like cast members can come down and you're very welcoming. I never really cared for Ariella that all that much, so that's just a me thing. And she lives like maybe like 45 minutes away from my house. Like she's in New Jersey also.
Oh wow.
Unless she moved, she lives in Princeton.
Yeah,
But again,
She was moving when it started. She was living in Vegas because he's like trying to be a fighter or something like that. Like he
yes,
works
yeah.
there. So like it just seems like he's following his dreams, like he's doing good, and like I don't think she feels like she's following hers. Does that make
Thank you,
sense?
Wendy. Wendy H says we love you, Evelyn. Thank you, Wendy.
Oh, thank you,
Um,
Wendy.
um, so like is Corey's like are you and Corey's family great? So like are they all is everyone accepting of each other? No?
Um, Not really. Like I mean, I draw my line after the wedding, so I unfollow everyone, and I was like, basically like that's it for me. Like, I'm not trying no more. And we talk to his mom sometimes. Like sometimes I will join a phone call that he does to his mother. We really love her. Like I love her mom. But when it comes to the siblings, like I just don't care no more. Like they can do whatever. They never cared to visit Corey here. It's been 10 years he's been coming here, and they still don't. Like they didn't came to my wedding. So after that, like I'm done with that.
Yeah, I know what that feels to have your in-laws not come to your wedding. I can I understand that. And that's just sad. So you have a good relationship with his mom and
Yes, with the mom. And we did have one brother of his coming to visit last year, by the end of the year also. And it was nice because even if they're like so mean to me or whatever, if they come to visit here, I'm gonna make sure they have the best time. But this specific brother that came to visit is not one of the ones that don't like me. So like it was all good with him. So that's cool.
how about on the flip side of things, has your family been more accepting of Corey?
Yeah, well, my family is super
No
accepting
more
of
ball
Corey.
soup?
No, and it bothers me because my sisters, sometimes we get friends from the show, and my sisters, they work with me, and then they see Leslie, for example, and they're like, "Oh, you're not giving him more bowl soup or something like that." And the fact of the thing is that that scene was planned to be done with Raul, not with my sister, and then they make it look like it was hers, but like I feel like they are very nice. My sisters are very nice. They might not show up as if, but they are very nice, and they all appreciate Corey. My whole family loves Corey as one of, like as family. Definitely more than his family loves me.
That's sad. And like, I would think that, you know, it's been what, 10 years now, and
Yeah,
you're clearly not trying to scam him and his family for all the money they don't have, right? Um,
exactly.
and that's just unfortunate. I'm happy, because you kind of got a bad edit with like, your family, like, here's the ball soup, and we're never gonna like you, and
Yeah.
uh,
Well, I mean, he was messing around with other girls. Like, truth be told, if they were to, like, my siblings, they didn't want me to go back with Corey when they found out this whole thing. The unfolded after we were separated. Like,
was that when he went to like Panama, or
yeah, it was like
was
in
that
Peru with this other
Peru?
chick.
Okay, yeah, I didn't.
When all of that unfolded, like my siblings, they spoke with me and they were like, "Evelyn, we support you. Like, we don't think that you should forgive him, but if you do, like, we still support you as well." And
I'm
I should have not continued with that one, because truth be told, it's been very hard for me to like let that go. Like, once trust is broken, it's just very hard to rebuild that.
well, you are a very strong woman, and I can see why that would be. But you're also, and we've been talking for a long time, and I feel bad because we haven't talked in a while. Evelyn, we've been having a rough go at things, and I kind of gave up on the show, and I stopped. I don't know. I know you follow me on IG, but you notice I stopped posting about it. Like I, I just kind of wanted to separate myself from the show because I saw nothing good coming from it anymore, and it's just not what it used to be. I used to look forward to Sunday nights and watching y'all, and I used to, I couldn't wait to check everyone's stories to see what they were saying, and it just now it's just I feel like I'm watching a soap opera, a telenovela,
Yeah.
right? Like
I
it, like
love soap operas though.
well,
But then it's fake, right? It's fake. But when they're trying to sell it as a reality and you're like, that's not real, then I understand your point. But I will say, and this is my advice, like, for me, you're the best blogger on this whole planet. And I think that you should still watch it and take the good out of it, take what's bad out of it, because that's what you can do. Like, oh, this thing is fake and this is why. Ta 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 ta. I don't know. Like, I think you should continue blogging, because I would definitely be more like, I'll know more about what's happening if you're posting about it.
well, no, and I've said this plenty of times. Like, I have no problems blogging about the OGs, like you and Corey, Pal, Danielle. I don't, Lauren, Alex, like but there's a cutoff date for me, like, and I just can't get behind, you know, maybe like the last 2 years of new cast members on the show. I can't get behind any of them because they come on the show, they're on the show, they break up, as soon as like, the tell-all's filmed, and then like, this one's getting plastic surgery, this one's promoting like this one's doing that, this one's on a different, you know, and to me, this ultimately this is a show about romance, right? Like this is a romance
It
show. It's
should
like
be. It should be about romance, but it
it
never is.
is. You're talking about, having 90 days to marry. You're on the other way, so it's different for you.
Mm.
But ultimately, this is a romance show, like where you have 90 days to marry the person, or they send them off, and how they drag things out, and and 9 out of 10 couples are all broken up by the time like the season's done. And like, what kind of faith do you have in this show anymore when you see that? Like, and that's my take. And that's why I've been not, I don't even do recaps anymore. Like, to me, like, how am I going to recap a bunch of fake people who are already actors, singers? And, when they get hired to the show, it's like, I look at their profiles. When you get hired, like, with 300,000 people already following you, what?
Really? Like I haven't been checking anything. Like I don't even know who these singers and rappers are. Like I have
It,
no clue.
it happens. Oh, TikTok stars, like, oh my God, the lady who, there was a woman, I forgot both their names. She had just lost her husband like 3 months ago, has 3 kids. She was carrying around like her husband's ashes around with his picture on it. And then she goes to
What?
Romania. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I did saw that season. She has like three, four kids or something, and like she goes
Yeah.
to Romania with the Romanian hot guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know.
Like,
She bothered
the
me. I
dirt,
was like,
the
oh, she
dirt's not
bothered me.
even on the husband's grave yet, and she's
Yeah,
already filming a show like a month
I
afterwards,
know.
going to Romania. And this Romanian guy, Amanda and Razvan, thank you. And
Yeah,
Razvan's like this big TikTok. He's gorgeous to look at. Like, I'm not
it's
gonna
so
lie. Like,
cute.
he's got the muscles and like
Yeah.
everything. And yeah, look at that. And I'm like, huh? And they're not together anymore.
No, they're not. I mean,
No, I
I
think.
don't know. Like, I
Oh,
think
she
I
just
follow
married.
him on Insta.
Just got
I
married
think I do.
to somebody else. And like, it's this thing where, like, I'm like, how can you
Wait,
want to
Sophia,
watch the show?
she, she cannot stay single. But I don't know. Give it a try. Give it a try. Because if you give it a try, I'm sure you'll find the best out of it. And maybe I'll fall in love with it again too.
Oh, girl, you're looking at the wrong guy to make you fall in love with this show again. I'm just
At
telling you that
least check
right
the
now.
story with the Ecuadorian. That way we know like what it's about.
um, Evelyn, like, is there still like the civil unrest in Ecuador? Like,
The
is that
what?
still a thing?
The what?
Is there still like civil unrest like in Ecuador? Like, is that still like an
Oh, what
ongoing
was on the
thing?
news? What was on the news? Like with the danger and stuff? Yeah, I mean that happened in the city, but that was like that day was craziness. But I will say the big city is a little dangerous, like every big city is.
Right.
And but places like where I live is extremely safe, and all around the coast, like we go up and forth all the time. It's super safe. I have never been robbed in my country, like never. Besides one time that the suitcases of one of my friends were stolen from our car. One time, but I never been ever like attacked with anything, But yeah, the city
When did
is dangerous though. Like I'm not gonna say walk around the city with your phone out, but you can do that where I live.
I want people like, I'm looking to check. And when he says, "Listen, Evelyn, we missed the recaps," like,
Yes, me too.
I
Because I rather
started
watch
getting
the fun
yelled at
here.
because my recaps were so extremely negative. They're like, "Why do you watch this show?" I'm like, "Because people are making me watch it." I'm not, I'm not. I can't pretend to be like excited about something when I know it's a lie. Like, for instance, Pillow Talk. Like, the cast members, their reactions are all bullshit. They are, because everyone, and this, Evelyn, because
Yeah.
everyone's on Instagram. Everybody, all the cast knows what's really going on. And then they film Pillow Talk and they're like, "Oh my God, I had no idea." And like, I can't get behind that.
But don't watch Pillow Talk. I don't even know why
No,
people watch
don't.
Pillow
Oh
Talk.
God,
Like,
no.
'cause watch your show. Why do you care what other people think about the show that you just watched? That's just my take on it. I'm sorry. If they cast me for Pillow
Ever
Talk,
ask
I
you
would
and
totally
Corey
do
to do
it. It's
Pillow
good
Talk?
pay. But what?
Now, if you and Corey, oh my God, Evelyn, if you and Corey were on Pillow Talk, like, I would watch it because I know you are a straight shooter.
Yeah, but then I'm
And
afraid because I'm afraid that I will say something that I'll be like, oh, I will regret later. Because
did they
in
ever offer it to
TV,
you?
like imagine if like I saw something and I just make a comment that like it doesn't sit well with other people. Like I'm afraid of that.
Right, but did they ever offer it to you and Corey, like Pillow
No,
Talk? Was that
Pillow Talk. No, I know Corey was with David and Annie during when they were filming Pillow Talk, and Corey was gonna be part of that episode. But then they were like, no, like we don't want to mix cast members. But I see that now, like this year, they're doing it. Like they're flying people around, like they're filming episodes together. But it's always the same crew, you know. Like you already know what these people think and how they react to things. I don't know
right?
why they keep bringing them. There should be like a different amount of people, but they have their favorites. They have like I've been told by producers they have like a board of like everybody that is on the show, and then they have the people they can work with because they are easier to like go along with
Oh
whatever
yeah,
they.
David and Annie,
Yeah.
like they'll be on Pillow Talk until like the second coming. There's no way they're ever
Yeah,
going to like
I don't
not be
know
on
them.
Pillow Talk.
I mean,
You
but
know,
with
I
them, I'm cool because it's like they're gonna have a baby right now. They
right.
need the money, so like that's
No,
cool.
I love David and Annie. Like I'm just saying, like we all know who like the favorites are. Like what you're saying, like
Yes,
uh,
yes, yes,
I don't even
yes.
know. Is Andre and Elizabeth still on Pillow Talk? I mean,
Oh,
maybe I don't
that
even know.
guy. I can never stand that guy. Like, I don't care if he's edited or not. Like, I can never stand that guy. I don't even know why they keep bringing that family. Like, she's just so annoying. And he's just such a, like, bully.
I think they were trying to get a spin-off, like the family Chantel
They were
and
going to. They actually got it approved and then it got canceled.
wait.
I
What was
was
that you
told
just
that.
said?
I was told that by a producer.
What was that? Can you just
That they
say
were
that a
actually
little bit
got.
louder, Evelyn,
Yeah,
for me? What was that?
their spin-off got canceled. Like it was actually gonna happen. It was an actual thing. Like their whole family was gonna get a spin-off, kind of like the Chantel family, but then it got canceled. I do not know the reasons why they got canceled, but it never happened. Like it never happened. But it was going to happen. It was gonna be a thing.
Mm, 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 mm.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't know who got this up, but yeah.
so tell me, like, how? Okay, so if anybody, I don't want to. I know you're. I don't want to keep you that much longer because this has been great. And if there's any question, like last minute questions you have in the chat, give them to me right now. Um, so how affordable is it to like come to Ecuador and go to your beautiful hotel and bar?
Well, it's very affordable. Like right now, for example, like we are trying to work on on giving what's the name, like a vacation package for 499, but that will include like taxi rides and all the food and all the drinks and all the experiences that you can have. And that's what we're trying to like promote, like starting as low as $400.99, and then flights, it's you can find deals from New York to Ecuador for less than $300 sometimes. So
Round
pretty.
trip.
Yes, round trip. So I think that you can get for less than 1,000 little Becky here.
Do you need any help? I'm a bartender. I'm just
Great.
asking.
I'll totally hire you. You know that.
Will you? I like
Call me
listen.
tomorrow.
I'll be like in your hotel room tomorrow because Lord knows everyone knows I love a hotel and that's a fancy one that you're in. I'll never leave. So if you need a bartender, I'm your guy. And then Cody can be like a
You work with my
server.
sister. I love it.
Cody can be like a server or a
Hey, Cody.
hostess.
Does he speak
Cody,
Spanish now? I
Cody's
need
got
you to start with the Spanish.
Cody's got shingles. Really, he's sick. Um, uh, oh,
No.
speaking Spanish, how is Corey with the Spanish?
He's much better now, I will say.
So
He's
can he
way
say
better now.
hola now?
Hola.
Hola,
No,
hola.
he can speak. He can speak Spanish now. He just still relies a lot on like me. Like he can do it when he's alone.
Let me see. I mean, look. People want to know: is there a buffet in the package?
No, we don't do
Are we getting
buffet.
fresh
Like
ceviche?
all of our food is like cooked the moment you ask for. So it's like if you want a ceviche right now they're gonna like cut the fish and like prepare it and serve it to you. So it's as fresh as it can be every time you eat. So it's
And I
amazing.
believe that. If I order a ceviche, like you'll like just have someone run into the ocean, like get all the ingredients, and like just right in front of you, right? Like I know it's how
Yeah,
you
we
do it.
got all of our distributors are from here, from the town. Like all of our workers are from the town, so it's super exciting. It's very good food. Not gonna lie to you. Like we really care about food, and it's healthy, and it's just yummy, but like a good yummy. Like we don't use processed anything. Like everything is very fresh, and we make our own condiments. So yeah, you feel good eating this food, and it's very filling, and it's a lot of seafood. But we also have
I
like
love
non-seafood.
seafood.
Yeah, I love seafood
Um,
too. It's my best thing.
John and Evelyn, do you see questions? Hold on, I'm looking.
I can't see
Not.
questions. I don't know where to go.
She can't because she's on her phone. So let me see. I'm scrolling up real quick. Yes, her and Corey are still together. That's let me see. And what town is it in?
Engabao. You can
Here we
type it
go.
for them. That way they can know how it is.
It's like Engabao.
Yes, that's perfect.
Oh my god, I got it. And the weather. What's the weather like? It's like the same day every day, right? Because you're right on the equator, right? So
Yes, we're right on the equator, so we have 6 months that it's hotter and 6 months that it's a little bit colder. But I mean, you guys are Fahrenheit, so I'll say that our coldest is probably in the 70s. Like our coldest will be right now. That's why I'm wearing like a cover up more
okay,
of a
so
shirt.
she just said that the coldest it gets there is in the 70s because it's the southern hemisphere. So, like, and she's wearing a turtleneck because it's the 70s right now. So I think everybody will be fine.
Yeah, you guys will be very fine for sure.
And what's the name of your hotel?
Oh, right now it's like a beach club. We call it a beach club. So it's Engabao Beach Club. It's on
And
on
she's
our
also
Instas.
she's working on the website right now. When do you have an idea as to when the website will be up and running?
Corey was saying that he would like to launch it around his birthday, and that's September 18th. So maybe before that or around that. Like I told
So
you
about a
guys,
month.
yeah, like in a month or so. It's almost done. We just like really need to get everything together, to like make it as easy possible for people, and we're really trying to like cut down costs the most we can. That way we can offer like cheaper packages and still give like a great experience. So that's the idea. That's the idea for sure.
All right, Evelyn, I don't want to keep you anymore. I know you're not feeling that well. Thank you so, so much. And it was wonderful having you on a live again. And you need to send me everything you can once the website's up and running. And also, I'll probably be at your doorstep in about 2 days with a bag because I'll be working at your bar. So that's going to be
Awesome.
happening. Cody will be the host, and we're gonna turn it out. Okay.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much. Honestly, really think about like going back to this because I think you found joy in it, but you maybe lost it now because it's normal when you do something for so long. But I'm sure that you can find the good in it again and like
Well,
bring it.
having you up made me
Yeah.
remember like the fun I used to have with the show.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm gonna keep up with my OGs like you and everybody else, but like as far as the new people, I just but I having you up was very sweet, and we've been through a lot together. And thank you. I haven't interviewed anybody in quite a while, Evelyn, and you're the first person I asked, to be honest with you.
Oh
You
wow.
know, I want you like because I was like I'm trying to figure out like going back to my roots and like trying to figure out like what used to make me happy, and I'm like, let me talk to Evelyn. And you didn't even like hesitate. You're like, absolutely, when do you want to do it? So thank you, Evelyn. You are an amazing person. Me and
You
Cody
too.
love you so much, and we love Corey. Send Corey our love. I'm gonna end this live. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Good night, John.